can we manage?
Unfortunately.
How can the whole call manage without it? It's
Mr.
impossible.
Preda, I will be back.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, thank you. Thank you so very much. Shalom לך.
Shalom. Your Excellency, the President of the State of Israel, Mr. Reuven Ruvi Rivlin, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador of Ukraine, His Excellency, Mr. Hennady Nadolenko, Heads of the Diplomatic Missions, Director General of the Office of the President, Mr. Ha'el Tubi, distinguished guests. As every year, at the dawn of the new Jewish year, a state reception takes place in the President's residence in Jerusalem, to which you, the Diplomatic Corps, comes to convey best wishes to the President. We are so glad we managed to keep the tradition alive under the restrictions. His Excellency, the President of the State of Israel, Mr. Reuven Ruvi Rivlin, warmly welcomes you with the hope that the new year will be a good and healthy one. It gives me pleasure to invite Sivan and Orel Oshrat to open our evening with a musical performance. The couple, who met at the Jerusalem Academy of Music, enjoy great success in Israel and abroad. Orel, a gifted pianist and composer, works with the Jerusalem East and West Orchestra and the Symphonette Ra'anana. Sivan is in the process of recording her first album. First, we will enjoy Change the World by Eric Clapton.
If I could reach the stars, pull one down for you, shine it on my heart, so you can see the truth. That this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I will be the sunlight of the universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. If I could be a king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. I'll have it no other way. And our love would rule this kingdom we have made. Till then, I'd be a fool, wishing for the day that I can change the world. I will be the sunlight of the universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. That I can change the world. I will be the sunlight of the universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change, baby, if I could change, baby, if I could change.
Thank you. Thank you, Sivan and Orel. We will hear more from you later on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to invite the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador of Ukraine, His Excellency, Mr. Hennady Nadelenko, to convey your wishes.
Take this mask just for a while. Thank you very much. Distinguished Mr. President Reuven Rivlin, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and great privilege as the Ambassador of Ukraine and Dean of Diplomatic Corps in Israel to address all of you on Rosh Hashanah, celebrating the very beginning of the Jewish New Year 5781. But first of all, dear Mr. President, on behalf of entire diplomatic corps, and I would like to sincerely congratulate you on your 81st anniversary, which you recently celebrated. We wish you good health, prosperity, and further achievements in your active and fruitful life, which you have dedicated to serving your country, serving your people and Jewish nation. Dear Mr. President, please allow me also to use this whole moment to welcome the new members of the diplomatic family, ambassadors who represented their credentials just recently. Dear colleagues, I wish you all great success and satisfaction in fulfilling your responsible duties of your mission. Dear Mr. President, distinguished guests, please accept warmest congratulations on the historic deal reached between Israel and the United Arab Emirates on normalization of relations between two countries. We hope that its successful implementation will contribute significantly to peace in the Middle East region. Let me remind the Golda Meir's words from her address to the Knesset on May 26, 1970. Peace and coexistence with the Arab people have been and are among the fundamentals of the Jewish Renaissance. At a time when Israel and his neighboring Arab countries return to normal political dialogue, it is important to retain their desires to overcome all contradictions. It is an opportunity to move forward, and I wish your country to success in that. A new threat to the humankind and a dangerous disease suddenly appeared at the beginning of the new year, at the beginning of this year. It's shown that everyone how vulnerable and fragile our world is. By joint efforts, we have to overcome this crisis. Together with my colleagues in diplomatic corps, I keep my fingers crossed in anticipation of the success of Israeli medics and scientists who are among the best minds on our planet at the forefront of the struggle with coronavirus. Dear Mr. President, Rosh Hashanah marks the anniversary of the creation of the world. It reminds us about our deep connection with God and asks to pray for those who need help. It is also a time of rejoicing, of serious self-reflection when we carefully analyze our past actions and look for always to change for better our world and ourselves in the coming year. At this holiday, one should look with hope and optimism into the future, because it is a time for a new beginning and striving for self-improvement. It is a good chance to enjoy the time spent with family and friends and planning the future. True belief of the Jewish people that the Lord wishes people prosperity and well-being marks Rosh Hashanah as one of the most special, joyful, and meaningful time of the year. And I'm glad to say it here that this wonderful holiday, along with the Pesach and Hanukkah, at the initiative of my President of Ukraine, are becoming a state holiday in Ukraine starting from this year. So once again, On behalf of the members of the Diplomatic Corps and the countries we have the honor to represent here in Israel, I would like to congratulate all of you on the Jewish New Year 5781. Today on this Rosh Hashanah, I have the privilege to address you as Dean of Diplomatic Corps. Last time, as my mission here is ending, in a few days I will be leaving the Holy Land. I will be in Ukraine, but I have to say that Israel will stay with me in my heart forever. So, wishing you all greatest blessings and success. Good and sweet New Year to all of you. Shana Tova u'metuka. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I have the pleasure to invite Sivan and Orel Oshrat for a musical interlude, this time Beautiful That Way by Achinoam Nini.
Smile without a reason why. Love as if you were a child. Smile no matter what they tell you. Don't listen to a word they say, 'cause life is beautiful that way. God שוטף את העולם. חור הולך ונעלם. צחוק מאיר את השמיים, מזכיר שהמשחק נמשך והחיים יפים כל כך.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the honor to invite our host, His Excellency, the President of the State of Israel, Mr. Reuven Ruvi Rivlin, to deliver his address.
It is a great, great pleasure and honor to have all of you here once again. This is my last time as the President of Israel, acting President of Israel, that I'm welcoming you on Rosh Hashanah, but we'll see many, many years to come, one each other, in order to help each other to make the world better one. And you are doing it here in Israel. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. So, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador of Ukraine, and Gennady, I'll mention you later on once again. Excellencies, Head of Diplomatic Missions, Director General of the Office of the President, Ariel Tubi, and all distinguished guests here along with us this evening. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my dear, dear friends, Ambassador of Ukraine, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Mr. Hennady Nadalenko, I know you are returning back to your home after a decade here in Israel. We are not going to miss you because you are going to visit us every month. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for all that you have done to strengthen our bilateral ties. Ambassador Meron Ruben, our Chief of State of Protocol, בהצלחה and תודה רבה. Good luck. Good luck in your new role as Consul General to New England. You will do a wonderful job as you did in all the recent jobs that you have done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is a pleasure to see you all here in Jerusalem and to mark together Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year of the Jewish New Year. The New Year is a time both to reflect on the year that is ending and to look forward to the new year with prayers and with hope. We always have hope, but this year the hope is a must for the entire world. This past year has been a year of coming together, even as the coronavirus has forced us to stay apart. It is almost hard to imagine today how only a few months ago, here in Jerusalem, here in the same hall at the winter, next on the 27th of January, we stand all of us as one to declare that the 75th years of the liberation of Auschwitz-Birkenau, never again means never again. And that we must fight anti-Semitism, racism, and discrimination in all its forms, whether on the streets, in the halls of power, or increasingly online. This was truly a powerful statement of unity of all the leaders that were here, and there were more than 50 leaders from all around the world. And I want to thank you again, and to thank all the leaders who came and stood in solidarity with Israel and with the Jewish people and with the humanity of the whole world. Unfortunately, since then, the entire world has been dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. The virus does not distinguish between countries or religions. It knows no borders. I spoke to my neighbor, to my cousin, the president of the Palestinian people, when it started, and I said to him, there are no borders for the corona. We have to fight it together. We have no other choice. But we can also find a way to live together, because our destiny is to live together. We are not doomed to live together. Let's live together. Let's forget about the past. We know we had a lot of differences of opinion, to say the least, and we have a lot of conflict that holds us as Muslims and Jews, but we are all Jerusalemites. We are all the sons of this country, and the corona have to remind us that there are no borders. And if we wish to overcome the virus, to restart the global economy, and build together societies, we must overcome what divides us and work together across borders. I wish to send from Jerusalem my heartfelt condolences to the citizens of all your countries, of all the world, and to the people around the world who have lost loved ones to the coronavirus, to the COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, in only a few moments from now, 20 minutes, we will witness an historic event, the signing of a peace agreement between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, and of course between Israel and the Kingdom of Bahrain, inshallah, with God's help. This is a true example of breaking down borders and overcoming division. I would like to take this opportunity to address from here His Highness Sheikh Mohammed ibn Zayed and His Highness King Ahmad ibn Isa al Khalifa. Thank you for your leadership and courage in making peace with us, bringing to understanding. Let us know each other. Let us visit each other. Let us go and see each other. Let us make business together. Let us develop good things for the entire world all together, because we are all human beings. I invite you, the both Khalifas, to come to Jerusalem, the city of peace, the city where members of all religions can worship God freely. And I say to you in Arabic, Ahlan wa sahlan. Together, we can lead the Middle East down a new path of hope, peace, tolerance, and cooperation. I hope that many more Arab and Muslim countries follow your lead, and that we see a new era of peace among nations, P2P, people to people, peace to peace. I hope as well that this spirit of cooperation will help us to build a future of trust with our Palestinian neighbors, our Palestinian cousins. We are both the sons of Abraham. I look forward to welcoming the ambassadors of the UAE and Bahrain at our next diplomatic reception next year. Dear Excellencies, diplomats, friends, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Thank you for your friendship and for all that you do. You do to strengthen the bonds between our countries and between our peoples. I hope and I pray that this coming year will be a year of breaking down more barriers, opening doors and borders, and working together to overcome shared challenges and advance mutual understanding, peace and cooperation in our region and all around the world. I wish you all a Shana Tova and a happy new year, a sweet, happy and healthy new year. to you and your loved ones all around. So, once again, thank you all so very much. We appreciate that very much, and we know that we have great friends all over the world, and you are representing them. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Closing today's ceremony, Sivan and Noel will perform Mei Nahar, River Water, originally by acclaimed Israeli artist Idan Reichel. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. מי נהר זורמים הבטן, והם ימי חייך, הם מימי חייך נשטפים בזרם שמתחיל עם גשם ראשון. מי נהר זורמים הבטן, והם פלגי המים שיגיעו אל מדבר גובע עם השקט שיבוא. גם אם אשתה את כל הים, הוא לא ירווה צימוני. לעוד יום קרוב אליך, לעוד יום בזרועותיך. גם אם אשב מתחת שמש, לא ישרפו אותי קרניה. כמו ליבי נשרף בלהבות אהבתך. כמו ליבי נשרף בלהבות אהבתך. מי נהר זורמים הבטן, והם ימי חייך, הם מימי חייך נשטפים בזרם שמתחיל עם גשם ראשון. מי נהר זורמים הבטן, והם פלגי המים שיגיעו אל מדבר גובע עם השקט שיבוא. גם אם אשתה את כל הים, הוא לא ירווה צימוני. לעוד יום קרוב אליך, לעוד יום בזרועותיך. גם אם אשב מתחת שמש, לא ישרפו אותי קרניה. כמו ליבי נשרף בלהבות אהבתך. כמו ליבי נשרף בלהבות אהבתך. מי נהר זורמים הבטן, והם ימי חייך, הם מימי חייך נשטפים בזרם שמתחיל עם גשם ראשון. תודה רבה. Thank you.
Toda rabba. They are beautiful, right? This part of the ceremony has now ended, and we will close the evening with a traditional toast. The guests at the main hall are asked to stay indoors, while the garden guests are also asked to remain at their seats, but might benefit from turning around. His Excellency President Ruvi Rivlin will then raise a toast to the new year and wish everyone a year of peace, fraternity, health, and security. May a blessed new year begin. Shalom and Happy New Year. Shana Tova.
Okay. Okay. You can have white wine or. So we say in Hebrew and we pray in Hebrew every year, saying that we are wishing that the last year, the year that have passed, and all the curses that we have experienced this year will end, and that a new year will come with a lot of blessing. Sometimes the prayers are being fulfilled, and we hope this year that what we have experienced in the last year would not be back to the world and to our experience. And let's hope for a new hope for a very, very good year. And as we say in Hebrew, Shana Tova, Shana Tova u'metuka. Happy New Year, a sweet New Year, fulfilling the dreams of every human being in the world. L'chaim. To health. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Thank you. עכשיו אני נותן לגנדי. מפה אנחנו הולכים.
Okay. All the best. Shana Tova u'metuka. On 22nd. So we will meet on 20. See you on 21st. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, good, wonderful friends.
Best wishes. See you. All the best. Yes.